Hey, you guys, and welcome to my part one of my book outlet haul. Yeah, I say part one from order number one of the order that I made in September when I bought when they had that 25% off sale. I went a little crazy, but two books weren't for me. Like I bought Insignia by S.J. Kincaid for Geraldine. I already gave it to her, and I also bought Mind Games by Kirsten White for Alan Janae, which I haven't sent off yet. And yeah, that is so sad, but I will do that this week after I get paid. And this one is, I already have this one, but it's about these two sisters who are bound together by this impossible fate. Basically, they made these sisters into like mercenaries, assassin, killers, things, and they always leverage one sister against the other. I believe I haven't read it yet, so I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds really really good. So yeah, the next book that I got, it was from the scratch indent, so there's a rip in it, and it is Asunder by Jody Meadows. This is the second book in the Incarnate series. I believe Incarnate is about this girl who is a new soul born into this world where everyone is always reborn, and she's the first new soul and for like ever. And I think they see that as a bad sign. So I bought this second book without reading the first, of course, because it was cheap. So yeah, that was shameful. The second book that I got is called The Rise of Nine by Pittacus Lore, and this is the third book in the Lauren Legacies, which, you guys, I love this thing, and I love this without its cover, and this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, and it also has the secret, like, classified document in the back, which I realized when I was talking to, I believe, Brad. So I haven't read the first one or the second one, of course. So got the third one though. I have a problem, which is gonna show you another problem, because I got Scarlet by Marissa Mayer, and I was so glad that it didn't go out by the time the sale started, because I've been wanting it, even though I haven't read Cinder, which is a Cinderella retelling. And I believe that this one, I forgot what Scarlet is supposed to be about, but I'm looking forward to it. They're companion novels, I believe, but they still take place in all the same world, and the same characters kind of visit each other in this one. So it's going to be really interesting, and I've heard really great things, and maybe it'll give me an excuse to pre-order the third book. Who knows? So then I got The Marbury Lens, and this one is by Andrew Smith. And it follows 16-year-old Jack, who gets drunk one night and he gets kidnapped and he barely escapes. So him and his best friend Connor decide to go back to London for their stuff, and there this stranger hands Jack this pair of glasses, and he can see through this other world called Marbury. And in this land of Marbury, there is war and desolate and murderous place, and Jack is responsible for saving these two younger boys, and his best friend Connor is there too, but he's trying to kill them. And then meanwhile, Jack has fallen in love with an English girl and afraid he's losing his mind, and Connor tells Jack it's going to be okay, but apparently it's not. Now I've heard horrible things about this book, and I've heard great things about this book, but I'm looking forward to finding out all on my own what it's all about. So the next book that I got is called The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, which I was really really excited about. It was supposed to be a library binding copy, but I was really glad because I actually wanted the hardcover with the dust jacket instead. So I've been wanting this book for a while, because now I think this is going to be the first Neil Gaiman book that I read. And anyway, this is about a boy, Bod, and he's a normal boy, but he lives in a graveyard. Like, that is where he stays, and he's raised and educated by ghosts and stuff like that. So if he leaves a graveyard, then he will come under attack from this person Jack, who already killed Bod's whole family apparently, and this is a middle grade. So I really look forward to it, because apparently it's really good, and there are some illustrations here. I haven't had a chance to really look through it, but yeah, it seems really really nice. So there is that, and I'm looking forward to that one. And then the next thing that I got is the Demonata or Demonata box set by Darren Chan, and it has the first 3 books in his the Manata series, which of course I will take out and show you. This was $8.99, but later on they had a sale on box sets and it went down to $6.99, and I was like, what? But still, the first one is Manata Lord Lost, and it looks so pretty, and it follows this boy Grub Grody, who is about to learn 3 things. The world is vicious, magic is possible, and demons are real. So that sounds really exciting, and I decided just to check out the series because I haven't heard too much about it. And plus, these covers were like too pretty to pass up. And and you guys know how I am about box sets and stuff like that. So I saw a bug, and this is number 2, Demon 3, Thief. So awesome. It's just like so bright and nice and vivid if you guys see it. And then the third one is Slay Water. So even though I wanted these in hardcover, paperback is good too. It's a box set. So there we go, people. There we go. And I look forward to reading what these are about. So the last book that I have to show you in part 1 of this haul is Enclave by Kit Reed. And this is what it looks like, and not to be confused with Enclave, that the other one is like a younger adult one about some post-world, but this is too sort of anyway. But I'm just going to read the inside flap. The world is in chaos, war, plague, global ecological collapse. Parents everywhere seek sanctuary for their precious children. The future of mankind. For those who are rich and powerful enough, safety can be found for a price. A closed academy run by a mysterious man known only as Sarge, set in a former monastery atop a sheer cliff on a tiny island somewhere in the Mediterranean. Cultists will admit only 100 children before it is sealed off, perhaps permanently, from the terrace outside. But all is not what it seems. The students are hardly the best and the brightest, so-called starlets best known for their empty heads and eating disorders, troublemakers one step away from incarceration, junior royals too embarrassing to be let out in public. The staff isn't much better, from the alcoholic doctor to the last resident of the monastery, an ancient monk with secrets of his own. And the dangers from which their castaways are being protected, they're stored on DVDs, ready to be trotted out whenever Sarge needs to terrify his little flock, and yet the dangers are real. 2 boys disappear when they hack into the Academy's computer network and connect, for a brief but disastrous moment, to the outside world. But the computer virus isn't the worst invader. A stranger has entered the Academy, and he has brought death. And just sounded so good, and I had to get it. I had to. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself when I buy books now. I needed to get it. I had to get it. Like, you guys, that sounded awesome. So you guys, let me know down below what you guys thought about all these books, whether you liked them, you hated them, or now you're going to add them to your wish list, like this one if you haven't heard of it before. And let me know which one I should get to first. And I will see you guys later for the second part of my haul, which is going to be a little bit harder to do because half the books from that haul right now are holding up this camera. That's why I decided to do those ones lastly. So bye. Bam bam dun dun.